What's up everybody and happy Monday. We are in a different space for Mindful Monday. We are no longer on IGTV, we are on YouTube. And it will be like this for the foreseeable future just because I have some plans for some other videos. So I thought that it would be really cool to have them all in one place. If you do want me to continue on Instagram, then please comment below. If you are new here, my name is Gali. This is one of my many spaces on the internet where we talk about all things self-improvement and growth and positivity and things that are happening out in the world that we need to discuss. Today, I thought that I would do an extension of a guide that I put out on Instagram a couple of months ago that was meant to help people when the feed gets overwhelming. Tools that we can all use and habits that we can all cultivate when things get very anxiety inducing. It's been a tough year. It continues to be a tough year. And I think for the foreseeable future, it will be. But we can all do things in our lives that can make it feel a little less so, or at least these are things that have helped me out. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that you don't have to watch that video. All of the people that are losing their lives, that are being recorded and it just floods social media, I can't even bring myself even go anywhere near it. I've known this for a really long time. The first time that I sort of realized that this was an issue for me was this very famous photo that was taken by a South African photographer, and it's during a Sudan famine, I think in the 90s if I'm not mistaken, and it's a really famous photo of this girl who is starving and on the brink of dying, and there's a vulture in the shot just waiting for her to die. And I remember the first time that I saw that photo, it haunted me for the longest time. And later on, I think it must have been 15 years ago, I decided to not consume visual news, so TV and on my phone and things like that as much as I used to, just because it would drain me and I would be so sad and so heartbroken all the time, and it would really affect me. I've always known this about myself, and so when it comes to videos, I just try to stay away from them because I am not going to sleep at night. And you may have to draw those boundaries for yourself. Know what triggers you and stay away from it. Another thing to do with your screen is sometimes spending a lot of time on your phone, on your devices in general, can really take you out of being present in your own body and mindful of what you're actually feeling and things like that. So minimizing screen time and really connecting with yourself and connecting with the world around you, super important. Another thing that really helps me and has helped me for years is journaling. And I was speaking to a friend of mine a couple of weeks ago, and she's never journaled before, but she's going through so many things that I suggested it, and I was just like, do you actually want me to prepare a document for you with journal prompts? And she was just like, yeah, could you? Sometimes you just need prompts to help you navigate what you're feeling or help you answer questions around what you're feeling and experiencing. And I created this document for her. It's 40 something prompts that anyone can use, whether you are new or old to journaling. And I've actually linked that in the description. You can try it out. Tell me how it works for you guys. So while we're actually here, could you like and subscribe? Please, it would help me a lot, and you can continue to watch videos that may actually be beneficial to you. Now, I usually use Moleskine, but Moleskine isn't available in Kenya. I got this one, which is plain, and it used to be a bullet journal at one point, and then it transformed to my creative ideas and how I plan, and then it transformed to other things. So I always have one journal for all of my creative ideas and my doodles and things like that. Now in Kenya, there's Kartasi. They've made these brilliant soft cover books, and it's just they're all lined, and it's just I love these so much. And this is the one that I'm currently destroying, and it comes with me anywhere and everywhere, and it's really, really helpful. Another really good brand, and I'm actually gonna get one of their journals, is Aragati here in Nairobi. I'll also tag them down below. The reason I'm looking here is because I actually have them noted down. Now, something that's really helped me during this time is creating. And it's something that I never really have the time for. But now I actually have the time to like learn new skills and create things that I've wanted to create. So I've done several self-portraits, which you'll see if you actually like venture onto my Instagram. And I've done different courses online, whether it's a writing course on Skillshare, or I'm now doing a UX design and research course on Coursera. It's just helping me keep this busy because I also am not working full-time right now. I'm a freelancer. Sometimes I just feel like I need to keep this active and stay away from what is happening out there in the world. Now, the next one is actually feeling everything that you feel. I continuously have this conversation with people that I know where they feel guilty for feeling all of the different emotions that they're going through because they have it good in life. But it's really important for us to understand that our feelings are valid and you're allowed to feel what you're feeling. Go through the motions, cry, scream, kick things, do whatever you need to do to release it, then go from there. And I think that also like talking to people that you feel emotionally safe with, having a support system, knowing that there's at least one or two people that you can go to when you actually really need to, because these are tough times. And to bottle things up, yes, journaling helps me a lot. However, sometimes you also just need to speak to a person. Another thing that has really helped me is having a routine. Actually knowing that I'm waking up at this time and I'm doing X, Y, and Z helps tremendously. My day starts at around 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning. I have my morning prayers and then I just sort of start from there. And what also helps with routine in combination is moving your body, exercising, getting something to wake you up, because what I'm also realizing is being at home, working from home, not being out as much, our bodies are getting so like, I don't know about you, but like my body is not liking this monotony at all. Like you just feel sluggish. So also getting some exercise in there. I think that prayers for me and like taking time out of my day separate from like my 5 prayers is really important to sort of keep me grounded. And that has always been the case, just because I've dealt with anxiety. So having different grounding mechanisms are really, really helpful. Sometimes it's just literally just making sure that there's the least possible stimuli. Like I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to like be in a conversation. Sometimes it is really about like being in my room and meditating in the quiet, sometimes in the dark, just to get myself centered. Sometimes nostalgia really works for me. And so I've been watching a lot of movies from my childhood, listening to music from my childhood, rereading books from my childhood. And that has really, really helped me a lot. And that's another thing that I want to talk about. Intentionally curating the content that you're consuming on your social media platforms, with the movies that you're watching, whatever you're binging on Netflix. Sometimes just making it funny, making it light, making it things that you don't usually like get into. I'm not a huge chick flick person, never have been, but here I am just like wanting something lighthearted, and I'm just out here watching Legally Blonde on like a random Wednesday night. It's great. Tonight it's most probably going to be 10 Things I Hate About You. But we'll see about that, you know? So another thing that also helps me, along with like keeping up with my exercises, which I'm still terrible at, but we're trying, and keeping a routine, is eating healthy. Making sure that what we put into our bodies are actually helpful for our bodies and our minds. I know that we're always told that, and sometimes it just tastes a lot better to not be so healthy. But I think that especially during a time like now where our minds and bodies are under a lot more stress than they usually are, and stress also not being great for us on a cellular level, making sure that we sort of mitigate the things that could happen. It's really good that like for our minds and our bodies, we are eating well. Yeah, those are some of the things that help me when the feed gets overwhelming. In the month of June, I deactivated my social media. That helps me a lot. because social media sometimes can be really, really noisy. So for your own mental health, please take care of what you consume, and how much of it you consume. So yeah, that's what helps me, and I hope that some of these things will help you too. Until next time, I'll see you guys around.